All right, getting troubles here. Excuse me. There we go. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Camppatton Family Compounds and Rebel Canners and Chef Tech. It's time for the Monday Night Fireside Chat. And tonight's topic is winter canning. There we go. I got the one step that I need to do in between. It's been a while.
StreamYard is a mess right now. I'm looking at on StreamYard, I see the left side, I see a landscape or whatever up and down, and on the right side I see horizontal, and Tammy's sharing too. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? What a mess.
So down underneath the picture for you, Mark, there should be a little thing say show vertical or hide vertical. And if you click on that, that'll get rid of the one.
Well, it just makes me do full screen, which I can't see the comments.
Yeah.
I can't see the comments. Oops.
You know what? I don't care.
Yeah. Anyways, I can see the comments, so I'm going to go over and say hi to everybody for you and let you know who's watching on who's thing. And I got ads popping up on mine again. I had ads at the very beginning popping up over here on mine. Now I got ads popping up again. Ooh, AI ads. Who needs AI? I want real life. Yeah. All right, so first one in was Shady Hill Homestead on Tammy's side. And the Mark said hi on both sides. Then Suzanne Gallet came in on Tammy's side. Angel's Homestead on my side. Belt Loop was over there on your side, Tammy. Okay. There's Junkie Whiz on your side, Tammy. Had to figure out what they were trying to say there. And,
Teresa Jukowitz. I don't know.
Oh, Teresa, because it's T. It looks like there's or maybe it's Teresa.
THERESA JUK.
That's a different way of spelling Teresa from what I've seen it. Anyways, welcome. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Goodness Beauty 3 on Tammy's side. Uncle Richard's over there on Tammy's side. And Toot by V came in on my side. Oh, and Shady Hill came in on my side as well. So there, some of them are double dipping, folks.
And no, I'm not streaming, so let's not go there.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed there's no icon up there in the top corner for you.
Yeah, thanks.
And so why some of the on Tammy's side, one where I'm running and stuff, I pay for StreamYard, so I get all the extra bells and whistles, so I can see everything a lot better, and I can share the screen, share. So I share it so Tammy can stream it. I shared it so Mark, if he wanted to, he could stream it to his channel as well. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here now.
Well, and I'm sorry, I decided to try to do the landscape. I gave me the option of both landscape and vertical, so. Yeah. I'm streaming twice, I guess. I thought it would just do it once.
Yeah, no, you're twice because there's comments on one and not the other.
Yeah, it's simulcasting. It's simulcasting to both of them. But as the main host, I see everybody's from mine, yours, everything else. But I can tell Uncle Richard's has the little icon for doing the vertical.
Yeah, he clicked on the first one, so he's on his phone. Maybe he might be on his computer.
Teresa Jawicki is on that, and Mark, this shows you on Tammy's side on that small one, and Suzanne Delay's on the small one.
I moved. I'm on the other one, unless it's on my phone.
The other one, and yeah, Shady Hill Homestead on it. Yeah. So when you guys see the announcement, the things come up and two of them pop up, 30 minutes. Look for the little icon on the notification. It looks like just a little phone in blue off to the right side, and I'll tell you which one. That means you're going to get the screen, and if you click on the one without it, you get the full screen for future reference.
Fair enough.
So
I just figured since it was offered, I'd try it and see what people like.
Yeah, that happened on Jaren's the other day. He had two streams going at once, and nobody could figure it out. Now we know. Yeah,
so that's what's going on. If you click on the one with and you're not on a phone, yeah, it's going to be very hard. So Anyway, so that's what's new with StreamYard here and what's going on with what we're doing. So Tammy, you messaged back to me some of the things you wanted to cover tonight.
Yes, I gave you some suggested winter canning ideas on things I can in the winter.
Right. One of the things that I'm trying to bring it up here so I can see it. Let me get a second here so I can get back. There we go. Get it over here on this page. Bring up fake book so I can see what you said again. There we go. Yes, I got another monitor over here, folks, and I got another monitor over there, and one right here. Okay, broths, cranberries, oranges, seasonal, meats, butter, all things now on sale.
Yeah.
Everything on sale.
Yeah. Well, the cranberries and butter are two things that are, cranberries you can only get this time of year in North America.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on sale right now for 99 cents a pack. Grab them. So many things you can with them. I'm experimenting. I just did steamed grape juice.
Yeah.
And then butter goes on sale. The lowest prices are Thanksgiving to Christmas, and then it doesn't go on sale again until Easter. And those are the lowest prices you will find all year. So if you want to stock up on butter, right now is the time to stock up on butter. And then obviously I can it, but some people like to freeze it. It freezes really well. But right now, you're not going to find a lower price on butter ever.
Yeah, so
again,
Wednesday is when I'm heading to Sam's Club. And that's one of my things because I finally dug to the bottom of the chest freezer in the shop. And I brought the last 2 4-packs into the house.
Yep.
So now I need to put a bunch more out there into that one for long-term storage.
I picked up butter at Lidl for $2.49 a pound.
Ooh.
Which is it's good. Yep. And then when it was on sale, and the next day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, boop, nope, it's gone. It was before Thanksgiving. They ended it.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Richard, I still got like 8 pounds for you tucked away in my freezer.
All right. Suzanne made a comment about apples will keep weeks, but not all winter. A couple channels that I was following were showing ways to get them to last just about all winter long. You wrap them in not colored, black and white newspaper print individually, turn it with the stem down,
mm-hmm.
and you put them in a box so they're not touching. I mean, the paper paddings to keep them separated and stuff, and you just fill up a box and keep it in a cool, dark place, and it keeps a lot longer. One guy claims he gets his all the way through to April.
It also depends on what kind of apple. I grew up in an apple orchard. I know people like Macintoshes. Macintosh is a very soft, mealy apple. Yeah. So if you want a good long keeper, you're going to want something like a Granny Smith. You're going to want, even the Honeycrisp would keep longer than a Macintosh. You're going to want apples that are firm and come ripe late in the season. All right. You're not going to want to try to keep a yellow transparent because it will just turn to mush in your box.
Yeah. All right. Hang on a second here. I'm trying to see how fast I can find it. Tammy's done a couple videos about canning butter.
Ghee.
Yes.
I do ghee. I don't do whole butter. I do ghee.
Yeah. Basically, the butter I can winds up being a little bit like ghee. You skim all the protein solids that you bring into a boil, and you skim all the protein solids off of it. So it does wind up being a very highly clarified butter. It's not great for spreading on toast, but it's wonderful for cooking with.
Yeah. So fun little note, if you are making more than a couple pounds of melted butter and your heat is up, the last one I did, I think 20 pounds in a pot. Here's the problem. Fat floats on water. All those liquid milk solids are down the bottom, and they're trying to boil, and there's a lot of weight holding them down. And when they finally go, it's an eruption. Yeah. It's a pow, and there is a mess of splattered butter everywhere when it does it. So I'll melt mine down until it starts to separate, but I won't boil it. I just want to melt it down until it starts to settle and clarify a little bit. I will scoop 90% of the the clarified butter off the top after I skim the hard solids off. I'll skim that butter out, put it in another pot because there's still going to be some moisture in there because you didn't really get it hot enough yet. The rest of it, I'll let it cook down until that all those liquids start to turn into a solid, and it only pops and sputters a little bit, and then I'll mix it back together. That gives the brie a little bit of a toasty flavor. Not much. You don't want to burn it.
And I don't do
like.
mine quite to that point.
Yeah, I don't make it brown. I just make it so it's as separated as possible, and then I'll make sure I reheat that to get it nice and hot. And I'll pour it hot in jars, and at whatever temperature it is, usually like 300 or 250 degrees, as long as my jars don't shatter. I'll pour it right into jars and cover them up. I'm done. I think I threw them in a canner once just to make sure. And I don't remember what it was. I think I did it for like 20 minutes or a half hour. I couldn't find any times on it. I just kind of made it up. I got butter on the shelf for the last 3 years.
Okay, guys. So some more stuff. So for those interested, so this is Tammy's channel. If you go over here to where it says playlist, and you scroll down, there is the playlist called Milk, Butter, and Dairy. There are 22 videos in there. And that playlist is what you view the full playlist, and canning milk.
You can hit the little search thing for her channel and just to put in butter, herb butter, preserving butter off grid, all whole bunch of different ones on butter, and so you'll be able to watch the whole video over there. But she also asks. So what's the shelf life then? 2-3 years, maybe more.
Yeah, maybe more. I've never left it that long. I usually use it up between 2.5 and 3 years. So I can't say beyond 3 years because I try to keep a 2 year supply and rotate really well. So I'll use that and I'll can new.
Yeah. One other thing that jumped into mind for tonight's topic, winter canning. If you have an outdoor area you've been canning during the summer and early fall, don't can out there during the winter time. No, your jars will go crackly, crackly, crunch. Yeah.
When you do that and you need to buy new canning jars, though, please use my code RebelCanners20 on the Superb website.
Yeah, Superb. Yeah, Superb. Yeah.
And then don't use those outside. So
yes.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
But if you are shopping this weekend, there is a 25% off code. Just make sure you go through my link and then use their 25% off code for Cyber Monday, Cyber Holiday.
Yeah. All right. I'll be doing a video later this week on something I canned 2 years ago in November.
Taco beans?
You call it the cowboy beans.
Cowboy beans.
Yeah. So it's been. I just checked one of the. Oh, this is wow. I just been 2 years in November. Okay, so I may pop that one open just to do a test of it.
Do it live so we can see.
Yes.
It's not as good as a 7-year-old peanut butter, but
I still got a lot of it.
Oh, I saw your picture there on Facebook that you posted on your potatoes. 2021.
No, okay. The video I just did with the canning jars, those are not my jars. None of that is not my canning in that. I asked everybody on my Facebook group if they would like to submit a photo that I could do a montage. And so that is all members.
This is just a single picture of a jar of canned potatoes, and it said 2021.
Yeah, but that was not my picture.
Oh, that wasn't your picture. Okay.
My tomatoes are from beyond 2021, more like 2016.
Yeah.
The potatoes.
I know you've talked a lot about you're never canning potatoes again because you have.
I am still eating the potatoes I canned in 2016.
Yeah.
Like They're about 10 years old, and I'm still eating them. I have a lifetime supply of canned potatoes. I almost am tempted to dump them out and get my jars back, but I have this thing about wasting edible and nutritional and good food, so I haven't done it yet.
All right, I can answer this one because I didn't pressure can. The first time I pressure canned was back in 2023, and starting in November, September and November, and actually I think it was November, December I was canning, and I did a live stream of it, and that's the picture of it from that, because there's the beans I did, and in the pot I have mixed the beans and the ground beef for making the cowboy beans. And so this is the picture of my first time canning right there. And so basically I did it live with Tammy watching me and making comments and stuff.
So tier 3 membership on my channel, I will do a personal live Zoom or live StreamYard, one-on-one, not all the other people like it is tonight, with you and talk you through your first canning experience. So that is an option. But buy a Ball Blue Book. That's the first thing you should do if you want to learn how to can. Go to the library and check one out, or buy a Ball Blue Book. And join my Facebook group. I don't know if you have the link. It's the one with the black banner. It says welcome to the dark side. Join my Facebook group. Message me. I'll talk you through it. We'll work it out.
Hang on so I can bring this up here
Make
again.
the very first thing you should try to can if you've never done it is water.
Yes.
Jars of water. That's all you got to do, just to make sure it works. And
can I ask what state you're in? I know you don't want to give away your location, but
I think Texas Rob. I think he's in Texas.
I can't. It is too small for me to see.
Well,
in my defense, I cannot read it. It's yellow, and I can't, and it's too small.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta change my propane bottle in my garage here. I'll be on mute for a minute here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. I was saying hi to someone here who just came in on mine. Oh, no, he's not. He's in Maryland. Or Maryland, sorry. He's in Maryland.
So he's near me.
He's near you.
So are you in let's just try to be generic about here. Are you close to the Atlantic, close to the middle of the state, or way out there on the Ohio border? Because if you're somewhere in the middle, get in touch with Tammy. She'll help us get together, because I'm literally, I'm not going to say exactly where, but I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Sorry, right. I got a phone call and it booted me right off the live stream.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, well, that's center. He says center of Maryland.
Oh, well, it's probably right near me.
All right. Angels has a... how do you feel about electric pressure canners?
I love them. I have one. It is the Power Pressure XL. It only does 4 pints, but sometimes that's all I need.
Yeah.
So I really like it. I haven't tried any of the other models. If they want to send me one, I'll try them. But I did really like the Power Pressure XL.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember. Trying to remember what is.
That's a little far out for me there, Texas. I know exactly what you're saying there.
Yeah. The one that's a pressure canner, pressure cooker, steamer. It's electric. It's something or other pot.
The Instapot?
Instapot, yes.
That's not a real electric pressure canner.
Yeah. My wife has does jams in that, because she doesn't fire up. Doesn't want to fire up the outdoor grill. The chef camp chef to put it on to do it. But she only does that here because I have it set up here to do it nice.
Yeah.
let me see if
I got it.
I was going to bring up the actual link
Yeah, I got it.
for it. Okay, you're going to put it in
No,
there.
it's too big. The Facebook link is massive. I don't think the whole thing is going to go.
Hang on here.
And survey says no. You're going to have to paste all that garbage together.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't give us like new names or something once we get so big that they can just
go to I'll just go
Hang
there.
on a minute, because I've gotten other ones. I've gotten it was a lot shorter because I put it in here before.
Look, wait.
Yes, I found it. It's really short. It's really short. Here it is, coming in here. So you want to go ahead and put he's on my side. Yeah, he's on mine. So that should show. Does that show up on mine? Yeah, it showed up on mine. So Texas Rob, you can see the one in there. That nice little short one that'll take you to her Rebel Canners group.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I there's a way I figured out how to do it where I instead of having instead of having 3 tablets from Moses, I have a little postcard.
To join it, you have to answer a bunch of questions, and then you have to wait for a moderator to let you in.
Yeah.
I'll go in after this and let everybody in that's signed up after this.
All right. So
if for some reason you don't make it through, sign up again. Some mods are really good about making sure everybody answers the questions. I'm not so good about that when I do it myself.
And if push comes to shove, go to one of Tammy's videos, one of her newer ones, and just post a comment. She'll see who you are, and y'all can figure it out from there.
Yeah. All right. What interesting thing here, and this is where I'm like Texas Rob, kind of scared on it. Let me hang on here.
Don't show that picture. You show that picture, Tammy's gonna shut down and never talk to you.
No, not that picture.
Where's my soapbox?
No,
Exactly.
It's like all right, like Texas Rob said, he's kind of scared on it. I have a bunch of baby sweet pie pumpkins.
Ooh.
And I wasn't sure about because right now for the last couple of weeks on your Facebook page there, everyone's talking about canning pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
It seems everybody's posting questions, pictures, doing chunks, doing puree, doing whatever.
Okay, my cousins over at Libby and McNeil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They can puree. Now, their puree is usually a lot thicker than my puree. They say it's a density issue. You cannot can pumpkin puree because your puree might be too dense. Might be. If you can can it commercially, you can can it at home.
Yeah.
So I've done it both ways. I've done chunks that drained them and then pureed them. It's actually quicker and easier to do that, but it does take up more jars. But I'm doing some pumpkin butter, and I don't care that it's pureed. We're going to eat that really soon in the next 6 to 9 months. And I know it's not thicker than the store-bought commercial. So that's my theory on it. My kitchen, my rules, I still can pureed pumpkin. We were canning pureed pumpkin right up into the mid 80s, almost 1990, before they decided that they didn't think we should can it anymore. Pureed. Everybody survived.
Yeah, I haven't heard of any of the Amish having mass deaths from water bath canning.
Well, the CDC does not have one single incidence of problem recorded from canned pumpkin.
All right, folks. That's zero.
Zero. Zip. Zero. So zilch. Nada.
All right. Tukwa V says, I'll just put it up here. So I can do patches of, let's go at home.
Yes. I don't know the time for that. but yes, you can.
Yeah.
Little known fact, they released escargot snails in Michigan, and I can actually forage for escargot in southern Michigan.
Yeah, but they
And
have
I
no
know-
flavor because
I
they're
know
in
which
fresh
way
water,
to
like
do
a
that.
freshwater clam.
No, it's a snail.
Right, but it has no flavor because they're not in salt water. They're in fresh water, like a freshwater clam.
Escargot is a freshwater species.
I
It
know.
is not. It is
You have
not
to-
a saltwater.
I know. You have to add lots of flavors to it to make it taste like anything other than a snot. Sorry.
Well, why do you think they cook escargot in garlic butter?
Exactly.
Duh.
And
Otherwise,
Howie's
it tastes
here.
like you're eating your shoe.
Howie's here. Food for permaculture.
By the way, escargot is one of my favorite foods, but that is because in 1985 I went to France and ate it in France and decided that I absolutely loved it. It tasted better in France, but I do love
Of
it.
course it did. They use lots of butter over there.
They had better butter and they had a lot better garlic. And the
All right.
ambiance in France when you're eating escargot is a little bit better than when you're eating it at Tammy's table in Michigan. There's no Eiffel Tower in the background except on the wall.
All right. I got to make a comment here on this. Did you hear about the American snail that painted a big S on his automobile?
Yes, he did that so everybody could see that
Cargo.
Yeah, that's a dad joke from the 70s. Thanks.
I walked into it because I was like, what?
Oh, yeah. I remember that one from back. Okay. All right, when I was in Cub Scouts, and we used to get the Cub Scout magazine,
Mm-hmm.
and in the back page of it, they'd have
Boys
all
Life.
the Boys Light, and all the
Yeah, I know.
all the
I
all the bad dad jokes.
I still have one where it's a picture of a car driving one way with a canoe on the roof and a canoe going the other way with a car in the canoe upside down. Yes. Whatever. So back to canning.
Yeah.
So my Mrs. Chef Tech decided we need chicken stock, and we do because we're out. So she ran up to our local butcher up here. She called him on the phone first, and she picked up 20 pounds of chicken necks. So over the weekend, I'll be throwing chicken necks in the pressure cooker canner and cooking them down for a few hours and then straining them out and making some really highly gelatinous chicken broth. So,
Yeah.
So I'm back to the snails.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. Is that meat time or is that fish time?
What do you do clams at? Because
Fish
it's fish.
time.
It's seafood. I don't care if it came out of fresh water or salt
All right.
water.
So
It's fish.
to answer your question, because my mind is still whirling. I'm like, I don't know the answer to that. And I had to think about it. It would be use the fish time, the seafood time for escargot. Okay, now we can talk about your chicken feet. Sorry.
Chicken feet? I'm not getting feet. Gah. I've eaten fried chicken feet, but that's another story.
Oh.
No, chicken necks.
Ah.
We couldn't get backs, although I can get backs for $1.20 a pound from U.S. Foods. Just chicken backs. And those I would take. I throw them in the oven. I roast them until they're nice and brown because that gives your chicken broth a really nice flavor. And then I'll throw it in a pressure canner, like probably 20, 30 pounds at a time. And I'll probably wind up with like anywhere from 18 to 40 quarts of chicken broth. And that goes on the shelf, and that'll be gone in a year.
All right, Gil, you're playing with my eyeballs here.
Sorry, I was trying to get something a little more easy to read than the yellow.
The yellow, this green and black is good. I can read the green and black in the tiny print.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you just changed colors? I thought my eyes just did something. Okay.
I did too, but then I realized I saw the white to black, and then I'm like, okay.
So Utah Mike just said, do you save the chicken neck bones as meat as pet food? So no, what I used to do, my shepherd can't have it anymore, is after I made my stock with the chicken necks and backs and bones and whatever I had, threw it in a big pot, pressure cooked it, got all my good broth out of there. I would literally throw water back in the pot again and do it again. It's in French, they call it a remoulage. It's a second running of the bones. The flavor's not there. However, for my dogs, when you cook chicken bones in a pressure cooker twice, when they come out, you could put the leg bone between your fingers and just mush it flat. There's nothing left of it. And I would take that, puree it up, and just bang it up real good, pack it in jars. I used to can that for my dogs. They loved it because it's all calcium. There's still nutrients left in there that you didn't really kill. The vitamins are kind of gone because they're all water soluble and they die with heat. But lots of calcium and all that. So I would do that. That was great.
All right.
Yep.
I gotta say something though. They didn't die with the heat. They just went out with the broth into the broth.
Well, true. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like the other day, somebody said that like canning destroys the nutrients. And I had to clarify. Canning does not destroy the nutrients. Canning breaks the nutrients down into their building blocks. And our body is this miraculous thing. It's a nuclear generator. And it can put those atoms back together and make it whatever it needs.
So, Texas Rob brought up the B word. All yours, Tammy. I'm going to go on mute here.
Where's that soapbox?
I can answer it really quick. Follow the time exactly as stated in published literature.
Yes. So
no shortcuts.
So the number one thing that you can do to avoid it is to have a very clean kitchen. So botulism is a soil-borne organism. So wipe down your cabinets, your work surface, your cutting boards, everything before you start.
Sanitize.
Yes. With the bleach, I use a mild bleach detergent, like 1 cap of bleach in a gallon of water. And I use that to wipe down all of my surfaces before I start any projects. And then just make sure that whatever you're canning is very, very clean. And then, as Gil said, use the right time for your ingredients and the right method. So if it's something that is low in acid, you're going to want to pressure can it. If it's something high acid, you can water bath it. And the things that you really most need to be concerned about is canning fermented fish. The number one cause of botulism in the United States since the CDC has started recording all cases. The number one cause of botulism is canning fish that's already been fermented. So if you want to can your lutefisk, you are probably,
gonna die.
Risking
rolling
something.
The dice.
Yes. If you have fermented your whale blubber and now you want to can it, you are putting yourself at a higher risk than if you didn't. And if you do decide to water bath low acid food, the one thing besides the 3 hours is when you have to cook it when you open the jar. So you have to cook it for at least 5 minutes, longer if you're at a higher altitude, after you open the jar.
Yeah.
There are 3 forms of botulism, and they are used interchangeably, but they are not the same. First, there is the organism. The organism is really basically harmless in and of itself. It produces a spore under pressure. So if you put it into a high pressure environment and no oxygen, it will produce a spore. The spore is what produces the toxin. The toxin is the thing that will poison you. So the toxin can be neutralized by boiling for longer than 5 minutes. So you read the little jars of your prepackaged food at the grocery store. It always says cook before eating or cook before serving. For the same reason, you have to do it at home. It is to help prevent food-borne illnesses that are still in the jar after canning.
And how he's going here to the bones and stuff, roasted part of the roasted in the and then he followed up with gravy for the roast.
Ooh, yummy. I love parsnips. Parsnips are my favorite vegetable, and he said he has that in the oven in his roast. Oh, yummy.
And 2x agreeing with you, Mark, about pressure cooks chicken bones and scraps until they're soft.
Mhm.
And we got here whale blubber, yum.
Yum.
Hey, I'm very popular in Alaska.
Come on, we
Yeah.
all know we all know how he
People
has
in Alaska
whale
can't
blubber in his. We all know how he has fermented whale blubber in his cave on the island.
You know,
tell Mike he just purchases it commercially processed.
Howie just waves at the whales when they go by his island. I live in the Great Lakes, and I have no access to any of that. Nor am I Native American, so I have no access to any of that.
All right.
But if I go to Alaska, I'm going to find a friend who is Native American and has access to whale blubber, fermented or not.
Yeah. I just had a thought here. The Great Lakes, according to certain people from Britain, the Great Lakes, according to certain people from Britain, those aren't lakes, those are inland seas.
Yes.
Question: has anybody heard of some sort of whale species that can live in fresh water? Because I know in California, up the Delta, the whales have gone all the way up to Sacramento. That's 110 miles from the ocean, up fresh water.
But it's not entirely fresh. It's actually bracken because it has tides.
It's only bracken up until the Antioch Bridge,
okay,
which is still really close to.
Okay.
Yeah, but once they're past the Antioch Bridge, that's fresh water all the way up to Sacramento. There's at least a good 70 miles.
Yeah, a definition of an inland sea is it has to have salt water. So
Yeah.
we do. I mean, if you filled up your Utah Salt Lake Basin, that would be an inland sea.
That's way salty. That's way saltier than the ocean is.
Yeah. But there do not have any whale bones ever found in the Great Lakes. So I don't think whales have ever
made it there.
Far.
Don't you have a Great Lakes Loch Ness monster up there? I know there's stories.
Nope. But they don't they have sea life that comes up in the St. Lawrence Seaway? And could come very close to coming up.
Yeah, well, they have a lot of sea life that hitches a ride on the tankers that go in, along with other kinds of nasty life forms that they dump when they get there after they're in the ocean for a stupid amount of time.
Yeah. I was just kind of wondering if they could survive in fresh water. What would happen if somebody were to, and if it was an endangered species that could survive in fresh water, what would happen if they were transported into the Great Lakes where nobody would be hunting them?
You mean like what, the Delta smelt?
No, I'm talking about whales.
Yeah. I don't know, but if you could make me some freshwater dolphins up here, that'd be great.
I think there in lies a buoyancy issue between saltwater and freshwater with whales.
Could be, yeah.
Oh,
you might have a slight issue there.
Yeah.
I know, science. Sorry.
The science guy speaks again.
Yeah. All right, just thinking here, but back to winter canning.
Yes.
Definitely stocks, soups and stocks. I do mostly stocks.
Meat. A lot of meat goes on sale.
Meat. Yeah, I've seen from the garden. I'm thinking from the garden. There's a lot of the winter squashes that are being harvested now.
Yes.
Yeah, butternut. I made butternut for Thanksgiving, and
yeah,
so
butternut.
Let me throw heavy cream in it and thin it out and turn it into butternut soup. She hates cream soups.
All right, according to 2XV, there are freshwater dolphins.
Yes, that's why I said that, because the freshwater dolphins live in the Amazon in the rivers. So bring them to the Great Lakes. They're pink. That's pretty cool too.
Yes, stews, canning stews, all sorts of stews, chicken stew, turkey stew, beef stew, pork stew.
Vegetable stew with just like
Yeah.
again,
So
the butternut
Tammy,
squash.
what do you pre-thicken your stews with before you can them, or do you thicken them afterwards?
Instant mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Afterwards?
No,
Mm.
before.
Okay.
I can't. In order to make them thick, I put in a couple teaspoons of instant mashed potatoes in each quart.
Yeah, winter squash around here. I've had winter squash sitting on my kitchen table for 5 months, and in like April, I'm like, yeah, I think I'll make the squash now, and it's fine.
If someone could send me the seeds for the Seminole pumpkin, that is the one that is the longest keeper. But unfortunately, I don't think I have a long enough growing season to grow it. But the Seminole pumpkin can keep on a shelf in a regular room for almost 2 years.
Well, find me a grower out here in the Pennsylvania area, and I'll.
I think you have to be below the Mason-Dixon line.
Okay. Well, I
You gotta have
can
enough-
throw a rock at the Mason-Dixon line right now. So
All right, well, maybe you could then.
like literally.
But you have to have a certain. I think it's an extraordinary long growing season to grow
Well, you
them.
better learn how to start growing indoors in a greenhouse and move them outside, and then time it just right.
Yeah, moving pumpkin vines outside. That sounds like a real fun time.
Just make sure you put out a nice portable trellis fence thing.
All right.
Wheels.
What you take care of that is you get yourself a nice IBC tote and cut it in half down low. You plant it in there. You run your trellis up the sides of it, and you grow that indoors. And you roll that outside using a pallet jack. Once you have it outside, you lay the trellis work down and let it grow out around.
After she gets it through the door of her cabin before it collapses the floor.
I have a fiberglass growing vessel that I got from a pickle factory that is lightweight, that I can move it myself, but it is bigger than an IBC tote.
Ooh.
That is going to be my next experiment on. I'm not sure if I want to do hydroponics in it. I think I can do hydroponics in it.
You could probably put it outside and build like a little small greenhouse thing over it to start early, keep it warm, and then let it grow a little later before it freezes up.
Well, it's outside collecting water right now. It is my rainwater collection device. I won't drink it out of a fiberglass.
So in the summertime, it's a malaria pit with mosquitoes. Gotcha.
I haven't had it that long. I just got it. It was free by the side of the road. My favorite price.
What she's gonna do is she's gonna go to the county vector control and get some of the little mosquito fish and put in there. So the mosquito fish will be going around.
If it's hydroponics, I'll have the fish in there.
Yeah.
It's big enough I could grow tilapia in there.
Okay.
I think it's probably 150 to 200 gallons.
Yeah.
Like when I sit in it, you can't see me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Me.
All right. So you tell Mike, he thickens any tomato product with tomato powder that he makes.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That one should work good too, also for thickening stews as well too.
Yes.
If you like really tomatoey flavored stew, yes.
Well, not that. I'm going outside. I'm stepping out and expanding out of here.
Yeah.
Powdered carrots, powdered onions, other stuff you can use to help thicken up, and use your other herbs and stuff, to help thicken up your
you will seriously affect a flavor profile. So you better practice and experiment a lot before you just make 10 gallons.
And write what you do down, so when you hit it right, it's like, I got the recipe.
Yeah. I'd stick to the potato flakes.
Yeah, potato flakes and clear gel. I use clear gel.
Clear gel, yeah.
Because that holds up.
I don't like the texture of clear gel.
That's because it's like cornstarch. It's like a clear, shiny, jello-y thing.
It's like wallpaper paste.
Yeah.
If you use that much, sure.
Just saying, it is kind of like wallpaper based.
I don't know. I just make any stews. Like if I canned. Yeah, that's why I got kicked off the regular canning site, because I did what I do? Not lentil soup. Beef barley soup.
Oh, how dare you put
and
barley?
I canned it.
That
Oh
is
yeah,
great.
I created a poop storm, and that's how I wound up on Rebel Canners, because I literally still have probably 6 quarts of my soup down there, and my beef barley soup from 2016.
Yes.
And hasn't popped. And I'll probably open it and smell it, heat it up, taste it, and be like, huh, what?
The comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, spackle
And that's from someone on your side there, Tammy.
Clear gel is like
wrong.
wallpaper paste because it's kind of translucent and just
gummy.
sticky.
Yeah.
Gummy, yeah.
So
what's interesting about all the grow zones popping up here in the side chat. All right. Our snow falls so far, and we're into December now. And we had snow as early as September 9th in the past. Not 9th, September 23rd, 2 days into fall. We've had snow here. Our total snowfall, gonna get some salt out and sprinkle it out there, and that's how much we've had so far.
I had 10 inches in 7 hours the other day.
We're supposed to get like 3 to 4 tomorrow.
Yeah. Our growing
It's snowing
season
right now
is weird. The carrots, with the freeze we got the last 2 days, the carrots finally went from nice tall bushing to wilting.
Yeah,
finally, the garlic I planted, man, it's shooting up, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to get some straw to put here in a minute. But the the fava beans that are growing out in the orchard out here finally succumb to the sun going low enough that the house is blocking. They used to be in the morning, you look, and as soon as I hit them, they were, we're growing again. But now the sun's not getting to them because the sun's gone down so far that they're in the shade, so they're not warming back up. So they're finally succumbing.
So you planted? When did you plant your garlic? Like a month ago?
Yeah, about a month ago or so.
And you're supposed to plant them after the first hard frost or first soft frost. Oh, well.
It was just we finally got down in some frost. It's like, okay, time to go out and plant it. Went out and I dug down 3 inches, planted it down in, so the top was 3 inches down. Half of them have pushed their way up. The whole clove is pushing up and then sprouting.
Oh, it's frost heaved before it sprouted.
Yeah. See, here I've always traditionally been for B or 5A, and now they're saying I'm 4A. But I know that there will be years that we will get a hard frost. I don't plant anything that isn't hardy to zone 3. Yeah. Period.
Yeah, I'm in 5A/B. Depends on which side of my yard I'm on.
Yeah. Well, see, where I got my garlic planted is right outside the window here in the IBC totes, right up against the house, and they're planted on right along the side there close to the house, so they're not getting quite as cold as they would if I planted them out in the orchard.
Yeah, they're in a microclimate.
Yeah, until snow falls on them, then they'll be cold.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like the the rainbow chard is finally wilting on the south side of the house, finally wilting from the frost.
So I discovered something this fall. I have never eaten chard before. And I'm not into those kinds of vegetables. I'm really not into green vegetables much. I was forced to try some Swiss chard, and I absolutely love it. So I would have been converted. I'm going to plant Swiss chard this year.
What was the chard cooked? Because most chard is cooked with pork fat or smoked pork. Whatever.
2 things for chard to make it good. One is when you cook, you steam it. You don't pot it. You just kind of do it in a steamer. As soon as you take it out of the steamer, you put butter on it and a little bit of wine vinegar.
Is that better than raw? Because I like it just raw. Like,
Oh, go for
like
it.
rabbit.
My youngest son, he has like, I don't know, 10 or 12 different vinegars. And he experiments on his chard and spinach. He, butter, then it's and gets all butter all melted in it, and then he whatever types of vinegars you want. And sometimes he'll sit there and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, mix it all up, and it's like, okay, why aren't you? Do we need to send you to culinary school? He goes, no, I just know what I like.
Well, I have 8 different vinegars brewing right now.
Cool.
So he and I would get along well.
Yeah. Someone call the ozone Annies and tell them to look outside.
Yes.
And
comes
you
winter.
tell Mike has a lot of dehydrated Swiss chard powder. Yeah.
I have freeze-dried lemon balm. Ooh.
Ooh.
I haven't crumbled it. It's just whole leaves, so I'm going to use it for tea.
I need some. My lip is splitting right there.
What happened to the stuff I gave you? Did it die?
It's frosted over already. It's snow. Did I not mention it's under 10 inches of snow over there?
Yeah, but as long as did you plant it next to?
It's
next
out
to
at
a
the
building?
property, and I'm in town.
Oh, okay. Did you plant it next to the building so at least it gets a little bit of, I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. We'll see what happens in the spring then.
There was enough. I planted it everywhere.
Good.
Something should stick somewhere.
Did it grow a little bit more after you planted it and maybe went to
Yes.
seed?
I hope
Perfect.
so. I don't know if it went to seed, but I hope so.
I think it's tiny little flowers. They're cute.
Yeah.
Oh, the my peppermint and spearmint in the back on the north side of the house is the stuff on the south side of the house. Oh, it's still growing. Go, oh yes, that sun. We love that sun. Oh, yes, we're growing.
That's what my lemon
It's
balm is.
December. Usually it's all dead.
After I cut it off,
Get out there and
yanked out a
harvest
ton
some
of it for
fresh.
Tammy. I ran the weed whacker around because I couldn't deal with it anymore. So, of course, my yard smelled amazing. And I ran the weed whacker mower over it. So they're just little short stumps. And that's probably why they keep coming back in the spring is the roots are so strong under there in the clay. I mean, it is clay backfill. That's what they grow in. There is no soil there. It is just all the crap they threw back along the side of the house when they built it. And it just grows. It just won't stop.
Yeah.
Well, it is in the mint family.
Yeah, that's the other. We used to think it was mint until I started smelling. I'm like, it smells like lemons. My wife's like, that's lemon balm. One of my daughters planted a single lemon balm plant that she bought at the store probably 20 years ago on the side of my garage, which never gets any sun. And somehow it survived and crept around. Now it's just all over my whole back area right off the deck. I mean, okay. You want some lemon balm? Sure. Let me just get the scythe out and bail it up for you.
Go right ahead. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
He coppiced it, and the problem with anything in the mint family, it can grow from a cutting that just drops on the ground.
Yep. I might put some out at the property. I haven't decided yet.
It's really good for you.
Well, it's not that. I have 14 acres that it will just take over.
Put it down by the swamp.
I might put it along the other neighbor's property line where my tractor is currently in a container because that's a little too far from where I'm at the house, but it is in the middle of the sun. So I don't know how it'll do there. It needs a little bit of shade.
Don't get me started on neighbors and property lines. So, but you did. So I have a newer neighbor that it bought the house, the only house that abuts my property. And I have the place surveyed the minute I bought it. I have some stakes put in the ground where I planted trees 2 and 4 feet from the property line. Mm-hmm. Well, there's only one row of trees left. So somebody took out my stakes and wiped out those trees. And they've been mowing over and over and over. And the guy bought the property, moved in. I haven't been out there in a while. And he thinks those stakes mark the edge of the property line. And I keep trying to tell him, no, that was 4 feet in from when I did the survey. And I backed around and I backed just over onto the mowed part. He came just trudging over with his gun, all grumpy. you have to stop backing out onto my property. And I'm like, dude, I've told you that stake right there marks either 2 or 4 feet mark from the property line. I was not on your property. Just because you're mowing my property does not make it yours. He's like, well, I'm going to go get a survey. And I'm like,
Good.
I think that will be a great idea. He goes, I'm going to put a fence in. I said, that's an even better idea.
Yeah. Now, mind you, when he puts a fence in, it has to be 12 inches on his side of the property.
No. 1 foot.
Oh, yeah,
12 inches,
1 foot.
No, not 1 foot. 2. No,
2
there's
feet.
2 feet. It has to be
Right.
2 feet over on his side. So basically, when he puts the fence in, I get 2 feet of property because he can't come over and mow 2 feet anyway. Because
not without walking on your property.
Exactly.
Well,
And
you have
he's been such a dick that guess what? I'm not going to give him permission to mow. The other guy had permission to mow because he could not take his rider around the pear tree without coming onto my property. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead. But now they're mowing 4 feet of my property instead of just around the pear tree. So now
That's
we're
right.
done.
Let him put a fence up and put in some morning glories. A lot of them.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Morning glories are devil's plant.
On his side, on the fence. That way
It doesn't matter. It'll be on your side in no time at all.
Yeah, I know. I got them in my backyard, my garden too. So
I had planted lilac bushes, 2 rows of lilac bushes to separate my property, basically a living fence. And that's what they mowed over, is my row of lilacs.
Yeah.
So as soon as he puts the fence up, I'm putting a row of lilacs back in.
Now, here's the thing. It's like, I know just everywhere out west, fences go on the property line.
Mm-hmm. But not here. You have to be on your own side.
unless you have an agreement with the other landowner to put it on the line. We have that. I have that between my house and my next door in Maryland here. It is on the property line. And when the neighbor passed away and the new neighbor came in, he's like, oh, so I have to deal with you're using 1.5 feet or 2 feet on my side. I was like, no, actually, these fences were put in when the houses were built and they put them on the property line. I said, so call a surveyor. I'm not doing it. If you want to survey it, knock yourself out.
Yeah, he's going to be very upset when he does the survey and finds out he loses 4 to 5 foot of what he thinks is.
Yeah, well, actually, he owns maybe it is on his side because he owns the fence because it's a split rail. It's falling apart. The only thing holding it up is my anti-climb cowl panel wire to keep the dog in, and that's stapled in. So, and everything's stapled to everything. So that's the only thing structurally supporting his fence right now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Any other last things about winter canning? Any other last thoughts on winter canning?
Canning season is year round. That's my thought. Canning season is year round.
I like to do winter canning because I don't mind when the house gets a little extra warm from the stove.
Exactly.
So we do. I do. Like we're due to make our. My wife has a Puerto Rican.
Somebody else mentioned that did a lot of canning in the wintertime in the chat.
We're due this year. We're gonna do it. We're out of our. She makes she grew up in northern New Jersey in the city, and she has recipes for what she calls them Puerto Rican pink beans and Spanish black beans, and we're out of pink beans, and she's mad. And that's a. We spent 3 days refining the process so I can can them, not over soaking the beans, but they needed to be big enough, and it was just a lot of work. She's got it all written down, and when we do it, I'll get like 80 pints of pink beans, all ready to eat. Just throw them in a pot, heat them up, and throw them with the rice and the pork, whatever she's making. We're good. So
quick question for everybody: what do you have for Christmas dinner?
Prime rib,
ham. All right, we've always done ham and stuff. Leftover ham. Oh, that can become a great ham and bean or split pea soups. So can some soups between Christmas and New Year's. What do you usually have for a New Year's party or New Year's Eve party meal?
You got to have black-eyed peas. Good luck.
Yeah. I don't know. Chips and dip and whatever we feel like eating, and that doesn't get canned.
So
Yeah.
growing up, we went to my brother-in-law's house, and they always had pickled herring, smoked oysters, shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, New Year's Eve it gets
I
pickled
can't have
herring
those foods
or
anymore.
herring and
Yeah.
cream sauce.
Oh,
Yep.
usually we'd either have pizza, or we'd go with quote U.S. Mexican food, burritos, tacos, just a big 40 taco shells sitting out there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pile of lettuce, pile of diced tomatoes, ground
Yeah.
beef, all
Big
seasoned
old,
up,
big
all kinds
old
of
ground beef. Yeah.
Yep.
We
Okay.
also on that note, when my son was younger, he loved Mexican food, and a lot of people around Christmas time will make tamales and sell them out of their homes here.
Yeah, around here
And
too.
they are very authentic and very delicious.
Yeah.
And we always had tamales as well.
One of something that I have canned. I've canned just taco meat. So
Yep.
ground all the hamburger, taco seasoning, extra garlic powder, whatever. Canned it up, put some beef broth on it, and canned it. So that's something else you can,
I think I still have taco meat from 2019. I got to use up. I have a lot of stuff to use up.
See, I do a lot of that canning in the winter because it heats my house. And then in the summer, when I want a quick meal, because I'm busy, I can just open up a jar, heat it up quick, and it doesn't heat up the house.
Right.
So,
okay. So let me look at something for next week. Let me get the topics up here. All right. So coming up here, are you going to be going live during the week?
no, I'm
Okay.
working. I've taken on a third part-time job.
Okay. So
Fourth
for me,
part-time job.
on my other channel, Gray Man Prepping, Gray with an A, at noon Mountain Time, which will be 2:00 Eastern Time. For Tactical Tuesdays, it's lessons from history applied to you. Not sure if I'm going to do the midnight run this coming week. Friday,
you're trying to get back to what you were doing
before.
Okay. Gotcha.
So Friday, you're going to talk about pole barn evolution.
Okay.
For those that have, for the homestead, that be here on Camppatton for Friday night on the homestead. Survival Saturday is, we're going to kick back in on that one after 2 hours after Shadow Scout Swede gets done. I'll probably be on his live stream for that as well. And that's going to be after your home is destroyed, what are your plans? So we're talking about the what if and after plans. Next Monday, soup mixes.
Ooh.
Soup mixes, dry canning, jar, vacuum sealed, bags, whatever.
Freeze dried.
Freeze dried. Any way of storing soup mixes. We're going to talk about soup mixes, whether they're dried and if you want to go ahead and make them wet and can them.
One more thing, Amazon right now has I can't think of the brand, Augustin Farms. If you don't freeze dry your own vegetables, Augustin Farms has a special right now. Today probably is the last day because it's Cyber Monday. $14.95 for one of their big number 10 cans of dehydrated vegetables. You're going to need that for next week.
Freeze dried or dehydrated? There's a difference.
It's freeze dried. It's $14.95.
Don't make me stand up for my soapbox.
It is freeze dried. It's Augustin Farms. They freeze dry their stuff.
Yeah,
I freeze dry my own.
It's got a 20-year shelf life.
Cool. All right. Well, that's minimum 20-year shelf life. Some of the stuff is a lot longer.
Well, if we open it up to make the soup mixes next week, it's going to be 20 years. That's all I'm going to guarantee it.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming in on both sides here to watch us. And I'll see you tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping. We'll see you next week here for soup mixes. Take care, everyone.
Have a good night.